Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel or you do not know who I am, my name is Jacob and this is Vintage by Jacob. Alright, quick spiel about my channel in case you don't know who I am. My name is Jacob. I run a full-time online resale business called Vintage by Jacob where I primarily sell on the Poshmark app, and what I do is I basically buy and sell clothes online, and that is how I make my full-time income. And I use this YouTube channel to document my day-to-day practices as a business owner and try to provide you guys with some entertaining and educational content. It's been super fun. I just think it's really cool to document my process as I try to scale my business. That's what this channel is all about. I have a really fun video for you guys. As you probably saw in the thumbnail, I just got back from Goodwill and I got a ton of clothes, and they're all in the back of this SUV right here. I'm actually just going to open this up. Let me show you the scale I'm talking about. Check this out. Look at this. Just a massive pile of clothes right here. About 150 pounds of clothes I just bought in order to resell online. That is my goal for these puppies. A bunch of really cool stuff in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get some of this clothing into my storage unit, start to break it down. I got to get pictures of it all prepped to sell, all that stuff. But I'm going to take you guys along, show you guys some of the stuff that I bought, why I bought it, kind of just my thought process behind it. And I think it's going to be kind of fun. Pretty cool stuff in there, and I'm super excited to show you. So I'm going to start getting big loads of that into the storage unit. Let's do this. Right, so what I think I'm going to do, just because of the sheer amount of clothes I have, I wish I could show you all of them, but I think that would be a little unrealistic. The video would be way too long, especially if I gave you guys a good explanation of why I bought it. Because I think I have about 230 items here. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to start to get these processed, get the pictures taken, get them prepped, all that fun stuff, and I'm going to set aside the ones that I really want to show you guys and give you guys a more in-depth explanation about why I bought them, because some of the stuff in here is just kind of generic stuff, you know, the American Eagle jeans, the, you know, just the, I don't know, kind of the common stuff like that. So I'm going to skip all that. I'm going to sift through these. I'm going to pick out the cream of the crop, so to speak, and I'm going to share with you guys what I bought and why I bought it. Let's go. All right, so I have most of the items kind of prepped, some of the photos taken. I didn't finish all the pants. I have a little bit of some of the tops left as well. I think I got them sorted out pretty well with some of the stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. I actually found a ton of really good quality stuff to resell on this massive Goodwill haul today. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys. So I'm just going to dive right in. Make sure you stay till the end, because there is a piece in here that I'm going to be able to sell for over $100 very fast and easily. And I probably paid only $1 for it. So that's pretty good profit margin right there. So yeah, stay till the end to see that one. I'm going to start it off first with not just a item, but a brand of items, because I found 3 of these. I found this kind of crop sweater style sweater, this hoodie sweatshirt, and then this regular crew neck sweatshirt. And these are from a company called Brandy Melville. I'll show you guys the tag. And now the thing about Brandy Melville is, they're kind of a controversial company, so to speak, and I don't know if that has passed or not. It still sells super good, but the thing about Brandy Melville is that they only make clothes in one size. All their stuff is just one size fits all. However, it does not fit all, and that's kind of where they got their backlash from, because some people thought they were kind of discriminating against people with different body shapes and sizes and everything. But this is a like Nordstrom brand. I think they also have a PacSun exclusive line as well, but their stuff sells super well. I mean, they make really trendy stuff. It's pretty expensive retail, and I mean, each of these will sell for about 25 bucks. That's kind of what I get out of Brandy Melville, especially the sweaters, and I found 3 of these. So and like I said, I paid about $1 for each of these, so that's super good profit margins. And I'm really happy I found 3 of them. Probably somebody just donated all these at once, and they were all together, and I scooped them up at the same time. Next up, I kind of alluded to this, but I wanted to include it because there's some merit to this. This is a Eddie Bauer First Ascent Fleece kind of pullover hoodie jacket type sweater. And the cool thing about this is that it is from the first Ascent series. So if you see any Eddie Bauer with this little A on it, usually they'll be on the arm as well. That means it's part of its more premium mountaineering, hiking kind of line of stuff. And this stuff is a lot more sought after than the regular Eddie Bauer stuff, because it's like really light, really well thought out clothing, and people like it, and people use this stuff a lot. So this stuff you can get a more premium for if it's the first Ascent series instead of just regular Eddie Bauer stuff. This is probably a $20+ fleece, and if this was just a regular Eddie Bauer fleece, kind of generic, it would probably only be worth maybe $12-15. So yeah, if you find Eddie Bauer, make sure to see if it has the first Ascent logo, especially their like down jackets, their first Ascent down jackets. Those are really nice. They actually make a very, very good quality down jacket. Eddie Bauer is the founder of the down jacket, so they know how to do it right, and those are really sought after as well. So that's it. Just look for the first Ascent stuff. It's a lot more sought after than the regular Eddie Bauer stuff. Right, so I actually found one purse today. I usually find like a purse every time I go, typically like a Michael Kors purse or a Coach purse, but today is this really nice Ralph Lauren purse. It's a nice suede leather, really nice leather on the bottom. I sell purses pretty frequently, and like I said, a lot of times it's like in the realm of that Michael Kors, Coach, stuff like that. I don't get into really high-end designer purses. I know some people like specialize in that. I don't. I just sell whatever I can find, and typically it's stuff like this. But these Ralph Lauren purses, especially this one, it's a nice desirable size. It's like a good, it's not like an oversized bag, but it's just like a good happy medium. I'll probably get about $30 for this, and it's super good because this is a fairly lightweight item, so I probably paid about 75 cents for this, because I pay by the pound at the Goodwill bins, and that's where I got this stuff. So definitely a very good profit margin there. But yeah, keep you out from purses. You never know. You never know what people donate. You'd be surprised. All right, next up is not a very high-end item or a very profitable item, but it's just this really cool Denver Nuggets shirt. If you guys watched one of my videos in the past, you know I went to the bins and I was hunting for a Denver Nuggets shirt because I was going to a Denver Nuggets game, and this one would have been so cool. It's got a really fat embroidery on it. It's probably from the early 2000s. Got the older Denver Nuggets logo. I don't know. It's probably only a $15 shirt, but I thought I'd include it just because if you saw my last video, you know I was looking for one of these, and I found it a little bit too late, but super cool shirt anyways, and I'm happy I found it. All right, next up is this super cool item that I wish was in men's because I would probably end up keeping it, but it is this vintage Woolrich 100% wool cardigan, and it's got this awesome knit. It says this one was hand framed. This one is probably going to be pretty desirable. A lot of these hand knit wool sweaters, these vintage ones, especially from Woolrich and like Pendleton and companies like that, the ones that have really cool patterns usually do pretty well. I'll probably get like $45-55 for this. And this one is 100% wool. A lot of the older Woolrich stuff is a blend with like 85% wool, 15% nylon. But this one is 100%, which is I don't see that very often in Woolrich stuff. And obviously it's got the old Woolrich tag on it. So super cool sweater. If it was a men's size, I might keep it if it was a little bit different, obviously. But yeah, super cool sweater. Definitely going to be a great profit margin on this one as well. All right, next up is a brand that you have probably heard of. However, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that haven't heard of it. It's a brand called The Hundreds. It's like a skateboarding, streetwear-ish brand, kind of like Stussy or like Herschel. I don't know. It's kind of in that tier of brands. But this is a super, super cool crew neck sweater. It's got the classic Hundreds little bomb logo on it. Super cool. Obviously, that's what the tag looks like on the 100 stuff. But yeah, this stuff does really well. I'm probably going to get $25 for this sweater, and I wanted to include it because I feel like a lot of people don't know about this brand. You don't find it very often, but if you do see it, I always pick it up because it sells super well, and it's a nice quality streetwear skateboarding brand. Next up is what I think is a really, really cool vintage Eastpak backpack. This one's like super legit. Like, this is a very, very nice vintage example of one of these. And you can just tell, like, they don't make them like they used to because this is like a super heavy nylon. Like, this thing feels super rugged. I love this detail, kind of like the Aztec pattern, made in the USA, as you can see on the Eastpak logo. But what really shocked me was how nice this leather at the bottom is. This is a very, very thick rough out leather at the bottom, so I think this one's going to do very well. I haven't comped it out yet, but I can't imagine it's going to go for any less than $30. And this thing is like in perfect condition. It's probably from the 90s, and it's just like super well made and cool backpack. But yeah, Eastpak backpack. I still think they're pretty popular of a backpack. I think they have a good warranty, and they've always been known for making a good backpack. So yeah, super cool, and I'm super happy I found this. Right, moving along is this pretty cool but pretty basic Brooks Brothers polo style long sleeve kind of. It's like a heavier weight, almost like a sweaterish material. And if you know Brooks Brothers, they're a very high end like men's, I don't know, suiting style company, like just very old school. And some of their stuff is hit or miss. They're extremely expensive if you buy this stuff new. This is probably a $300 polo. But some of the stuff isn't worth a lot on the resale market, especially their button-down shirts. However, this one is 70% silk. So any of their stuff that is either silk or wool is going to do really well. I'll probably get about 35 bucks for this. And silk is a very sought-after textile as well, much like wool or merino wool or lamb's wool. I always pick it up when I can. So yeah, definitely a cool piece, and look out for silk stuff. Next up is a super cool, again, wish it was my size, Polo Ralph Lauren hoodie sweatshirt. This one is like the rugby style with the striped sleeves, the nice patch details. This thing is like brand new. It's a size small, unfortunately, but I still think it's going to sell well. I love the colors. These things do very, very well, like 50, 60 bucks. I'm going to take a little bit off of that because it's a size small, which is one of the more undesirable sizes, but I'll probably get 35, 40 bucks out of this. So I'm super happy with this sweatshirt. And yeah, I love the details on it. These things are so cool. But yeah, Polo Ralph Lauren rugby style hoodie. All right, next up is very simple. Wanted to include it, because it still sells really good for me. I think, some people are kind of over it, but it's a Vineyard Vine shirt. Very basic. I'm going to get 18 bucks for this. That's kind of the going rate for this stuff. Good condition. Wanted to include it, just to show that it still sells because I sell it pretty frequently. But yeah, just a nice simple Vineyard Vines t-shirt. Up is another garment that I feel like a lot of people don't know about, but if you know, you know, kind of one of those deals. And it is this Icebreaker merino wool t-shirt. This is their super fine 190 gram t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt, believe it or not, brand new, is $125 on their website. Yes, I know, but it's made out of 100% pure merino wool from New Zealand, and people love this stuff for skiing, hiking, traveling. If you don't know the really cool qualities about merino wool, gotta look it up. It's kind of like a nature's tech fabric, kind of, and people pay a lot of money for it. And these sell super well, 45, 50 bucks on the resale market, and I probably paid 75 cents for it. So yes, look out for Icebreaker. That's what their tag looks like if you ever need to find it, or if you ever come across it. You like just picking this up in the thrift, I never would have thought that this was I just would have passed on it, because it looks really bland and plain. But yeah, it's very, very sought after. So Icebreaker, super fine merino. Pick it up if you find it. This stuff is awesome. Alrighty, moving along. Not very valuable, but I thought it was super rad. Vintage FUBU t-shirt. FUBU, it's kind of like an old school New York brand, streetwear brand. Big fat tag on it, big fat spell out. Probably only worth 15 bucks, but I kind of get giddy over this stuff. I just think it's so cool. And I don't know, I pick it up every time I see it, because you don't see it very often. So yeah, vintage FUBU t-shirt, 15 bucks. Alrighty, another one that is gonna be hit or miss on the resale market because the fad is kind of over, but I just thought it was cool. It's a Nautica Little Yachty collaboration t-shirt. I'm probably gonna get between 15 and 20 bucks for it. I don't think that these are, at one point people were like buying these out at the store and reselling them for like double what they paid retail for them because of the hype around them, but pretty cool. I mean, it's just, I don't know, I couldn't pass it up. Little Yachty, Nautica collab. Little Yachty's a hip-hop artist. If you don't know, he did a collab with Nautica, I want to say maybe 3 years ago. It's been a while now. But yeah, cool shirt. Just couldn't pass it up, and I just kind of wanted to share it with you guys as well. The 2 items left, and they are very, very high quality garments. This one is a Sims fishing shirt. If you don't know about Sims as well, it is a fantastic brand to resell. Again, here's the tag. I mean, this stuff sells like crazy. It is super high quality fishing equipment. They make ice fishing, fly fishing, summer fishing stuff, and this is one of their summer fishing shirts, one of those lightweight, breathable ones. And like this is like, again, this is like a $65-$75 shirt retail. And I'm probably going to get about 25 bucks for it. These things hold their value pretty well. It's in very good condition. Paid, again, around $8 for it, so extremely good profit margin here. On to the last piece, which is the best piece of my haul today. And if you know, you know, it is this Arc'teryx fleece pullover sweater base layer, I guess you could say. If you don't know about Arc'teryx, let me show you the tag. That's what it looks like. It looks like a very hard word to pronounce, but it's pronounced Arc'teryx. That's what their logo is, like a skeleton animal thing. And yeah, these are like a few $100s, brand new. They make extremely high-end sporting goods equipment for skiing, hiking, winter use, stuff like that. And yeah, this is no exception. This is a few $100s on their website. Their stuff holds value super well. It's extremely high quality, just super good equipment, and I'm going to be able to sell this for over $100 pretty fast, I'm sure. So this was definitely the steal of the day. Again, I paid about $1 for it, which is crazy. Can't believe nobody picked this up. And the funny thing too, if you've ever been to the bins, you know, like people will they'll find something, they'll spread it out on the pile, they'll look at it, and if they don't like it, they'll just leave it there kind of spread out on the pile. That's exactly how this was. So somebody actually took the time to look at it, probably was like, oh, don't know what that is, left it there. And I came in right after them and grabbed it, and yeah, and I buried it in my cart because I didn't want anybody to take it. So yes, Arc'teryx, super good brand to resell. Ton of profit on this one. I'm super happy. This one made my day. This one is going to cover, just this one garment is going to cover the cost of that entire haul of over 200 items, probably. But it's going to be close. So yes, that is today's video. I hope I helped you guys. I hope I showed you guys some cool brands that you probably never thought about picking up, because today's haul was super good. And this is what I do for a living. And I'm just documenting on YouTube, and I think it's going to be cool looking back like 5 years from now. Watching a video like this, being like, man, I can't believe I found that Arc'teryx piece. I was still working out of the storage unit then. Kind of nostalgia, but I think that's going to be cool in the future. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. You guys are the best. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff is super beneficial to the channel. We're building a super cool community of super smart, entrepreneurial, spirited people. You guys are the best. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Be good to one another, and I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.